These days, the empowerment of men, women, and youths have been one of the most impactful, resourceful, and consistent act of rendering service to our community. It has not only helped a lot of people to level up financially, but has also marked us financially wise on the globe. And this has been happening for the past few years in our nation. And that is why I am at Rue Pavé Essos, more precisely at Crème, for a 2-day skill acquisition seminar organized by Operation Care. Follow me and I will show you around for you to see the different people who gathered massively to acquire skills on the production of so many things that you are going to witness here. So come with me as I introduce to you these people.
My name is Fongo Gillian, I'm from Bamenda.
Moi, c'est Madame Saya. Je suis ménagère et je viens de Soie.
My name is Tebotsophilus Agbo. I live in Yaoundé, derrière Mec.
Moi, c'est Jean et je viens de Simbok exactement et je suis éleveur.
It's a friend that invited us and put our name and then took said that there's something that should come and change that. It will help me in one way or the other. Since I'm a widow, I'm an orphan, I can do some of these things to raise up capital or to use it to help it, that I can use it to sell, to help my children in school, my housing, education, feeding, and so many things.
J'entends parler de ce programme dans notre église. C'est le pasteur qui nous a fait part de cela et du coup j'ai décidé de m'enregistrer pour y adhérer.
So I was sent a link and I was told about the project, how to develop your skills, to learn how to produce other things like paint, vinegar and some other stuff. So I said it's good to be multi-talented to do other things, not just trapping the circle, but I needed to do it, so that's why I'm here to learn.
En fait, c'est ma maman qui m'a invité à ce programme par le canal des bienfaiteurs d'un centre d'accueil Main d'Espoir.
Savon, and then cakes, yes, then javel.
Et comme module de formation, j'ai opté pour la fabrication du vernis à huile, la fabrication des farines avec les différents produits, tels que le manioc, la patate et autres. Et ensuite, la fabrication des jus naturels.
Oil paints, so we do varnish and flour.
Savon en liquide et pouvoir faire la farine. Ça m'a tellement impressionné et j'ai voulu vraiment apprendre. Vu que je suis agriculteur et cultivateur, donc c'est quelque chose qui pourra m'aider dans l'avenir à pouvoir transformer mes ressources naturelles moi-même.
Like seriously, I'm really enjoying it because particularly this vinegar like that, this vinegar and the sea salt, it was something I was really like wanting to know. But now that I've seen and I've gone through the teachings, the practicals, I'm really happy. It really helped me and it will go a long way, even for my own personal use too. It's like I sea salt, something I really wanted to know.
Déjà, je veux dire que je suis fier et je profite aussi bien de passer à des modules dont je trouvais compliqués à faire, mais là je vois que c'est facile. et je vais me débrouiller à mieux m'organiser.
It has been a wonderful experience. It has been a good experience. And so far, we have done vinegar and sea salt. So and we are progressing. And by the grace of God, it's like it's like a good start. Besides our communities and friends, neighbors, and we shall increase job and reduce unemployment, at least in our country, to start with. So I think it's a good something. Today is a very beautiful, it'll be a good start.
Wow, qu'est-ce que j'ai appris? Je ne connaissais pas comment faire sel de mer et je ne connaissais même pas quelle était son utilité. J'entendais juste parler en passant, je ne connaissais pas son utilité, mais ici, en fait, je connais faire un sel de mer aujourd'hui et je connais en quoi est-ce qu'il est utile, qu'est-ce qu'il peut aider, vraiment. Donc c'est ça, c'est une particularité, c'est un plus.
I'm going to put it in practice and I make sure I sell them, have income, have money, educate my children.
Après ces jours de formation, je crois que je vais me lancer dans la fabrication et la vente de ces produits pour pouvoir subvenir aux besoins de ma famille.
Is you see that firstly unemployment is reduced, increased job opportunities, and sensitize our communities. Firstly, to know the uses of the things that we are learning and the benefits of the things, so that it may boast even those that don't have the idea of why they are doing what they do or why we produce what we produce. So we will help to increase and reduce job employment and help the community itself.
J'ai une particularité chez moi, c'est que ce que j'apprends, c'est pas pour moi. Ce que j'apprends, je le fais pour les autres en fait. C'est un peu comme ça que je suis. Quand j'apprends quelque chose, c'est pas pour moi d'abord. Je l'apprends pour faire passer en fait, pour donner l'échelon à une autre personne, pour que ça aille en grandissant. C'est comme ça que je fais.
Thank you, Operation Care. Thank you for these teachings. Thank you so very much. I'm very happy. I've really learned a lot. And I'm sure and I pray it's going to go a long way to empower me, to add a plus in my life and honor of my siblings, my friends, and help others too.
Je vais aller dire merci parce que là, il nous donne l'opportunité de pouvoir nous débrouiller. Comment dire ça? En tout cas, pouvoir porter un plus autour de nous et dans nos différentes familles.
I want to say a big thank you to Operation Care and the good work they are doing, what they have, brought together. This great, it's a beautiful idea. So I want to shout out loud and thank them very much for all what they have been doing.
Oh, Théo Prochain, vraiment, évidemment, très merci encore pour cette formation qui est utile, pas seulement utile, mais qui permet aussi d'avoir une source de revenus, d'être autonome en fait. Et c'est pas facile d'avoir un jeune qui peut faire du marketing pour avoir une personne, une association qui puisse vraiment former des jeunes gratuitement, mais ceci c'est une grâce, si je pourrais le dire ici. Donc, infiniment merci encore pour cela.
Welcome back. So we've heard from the different attendees and trainees about the experiences throughout this 2-day skill acquisition seminar. Indeed, they have received much more than what they expected, and they are super excited as to what they are going to do with these skills that have been impacted into them. Right now, follow me as I introduce to you the trainer who is going to talk to us about some very important things that the trainees and we ourselves, the viewers, need to know about. Let's go.
My name is Peter Juntan. I am a chemical and food processing engineer. I've been exercising this for the past almost more than 18 years. Today that I've been in this same domain. I am also the founder of an organization. I also deal with animal husbandry stuff, do consultancy, industrial consultancy. If someone wants to set up a factory, they come to me. Like presently, we have a lot of projects in Douala and in Neboroba to set up factories. So That's what I do. After my university studies, I even started this while I was in university, because I had my first establishment in the university in Cham, where I operated an institution. Then we call it in those days Nature. After that institution, I finished from Cham. I went to Bamenda. I started a cosmetic shop. After that, I went for further study now to do applied industrial chemistry in the University of Abuja. That's where I did that. And I came back here in Cameroon. I set up a juice company that in the long run, I sold the company to someone. And then I traveled out of the country for further studies on this chemical processing. I came back, stayed for some time, went to Equatorial Guinea. After Equatorial Guinea, I came back now. I decided now to be doing work, helping people, giving out the knowledge that I've acquired out there so that my people can benefit, to acquire skills that can help them also. Not only this, I've been to over 20 African countries, training them to use their two hands as their machines to acquire skills that can help them to fend for their families and to feed their families. So in Cameroon, I've been everywhere in Cameroon. In all the subdivisions in Cameroon, I've passed there. In Nigeria, all the 36 states plus the Federal Capital Territory, I've worked there. Even presently, I have other countries that I have to go there. But it's that I'm using now with other work back here in Cameroon. I knew in the first place the founder of the Operation Care is a junior one to me. We have a lot that we're in the business. It's of recent he told me that he has been carrying out some humanitarian activities. So I told him about, he knew before traveling, he knew what I was doing already in Cameroon. So when he told me of recent that is what he wants to do, I said, okay, I will try to put in my own energy to help you, to give you the best. I'm ready. If you don't yet have an officer in Cameroon, I'm ready for my site to be used. It can be a makeshift office for you that we can use it so that I will help now that the Operation Care can go forward. I'm already having my stability. So it's now a young man, I have to help a young man to grow. That's what I'm doing. So that's how it came about that I said, okay, I should partner with him to help him to grow. I even asked him if he's having mentors. I can mentor them very well for them to excel in all the regions in Cameroon so that Operation Care should be known. We are going to go a long way to help them. It's going to put food on their table. It's going to increase in their home management. Even if that Operation Care does not assist anyone with the necessary capital to start, this one is more than enough. It's more than capital given to somebody. Because one can't pay. Like some of these things, they are formula that we sell, but the formula. I sit in the office, I sell formula. You pay formula. There are formula we sell for hundreds of thousands. But what Operation Care has done, he has given more than enough. More than. My own encouragement to the trainee is that they should take it serious. It does not mean that if you have not paid for anything, if you have not paid for knowledge, you cannot take that knowledge serious. To some people, they always ask that they should give a token so that they will train them. So, if Operation Care is giving training to anyone, they have overdone it. Imagine, where will you have the money to come and pay to do a training like this? So Operation Care has just done it a lot. Say he should not give up, he should be courageous, he should not be discouraged at times, he should not be disappointed with people, because when managing people is so complex. When doing anything you might take. Now, in the long run, I pray that they come back to support the NGO to continue. They will be the one to testify and give support to the NGO to go to other communities. So that is the advice that I have to give. I'm ready to, I'm there, I'm open. You know, I'm open for you.
We have come to the end of the 2-day skill acquisition seminar organized by Operation Care. But now I want to take you guys to the vision bearer, who is going to tell us why he decided to organize this 2-day skill acquisition seminar, what inspired him, and his sole purpose behind. Follow me as we meet him and ask him some very important questions.
My name is Boris Nges. I am an engineer by profession, and I'm really passionate about helping the vulnerable and seeing that lives are transformed. I'm passionate about seeing that people are able to discover and use their different talent to be helpful in the community. It really aches my heart when I know that people are able, because they are not doing anything that can help them build the community and the society. So that's a little bit about me. I'm married and I have 3 kids, so which is a good class. Operation Care as this year, we look at care, which signifies that outreach that we get to people, showing that we love and we care for them. And at the same time, that care represents community assistance and rehabilitation of the exposed. We go into the communities and we assist those who are vulnerable. And we also do some sort of rehabilitation. Maybe if somebody was in a poor state of mind, we would make sure that we bring programs that can help transform them. And we do this not only to keep these people inside the program, but we do this so that these people can eventually exit the program and become useful and viable in their community. So it's more like a transition program that we are running. Get people that are vulnerable, struggling with one thing or the other, and by the time they leave the program, they are able to be useful and better in their communities. I remember when we started this NGO back then, when we were even not yet registered, me and my wife, we would just go out on our own and we would go to orphanages, visit orphanages and take food along, just give food to these orphans, to greet them. But at one point we started thinking and we saw that if you just go and you give food to people, it doesn't really make that sustainable. They will take the food, they will eat and they will be expecting again. So we decided that it would be better that we bring micro business trainings where they could take skills that have been learned, skills that are profitable in their communities, and transform these skills into businesses that could be sustainable, and they could eventually become mentors and help in the program. As you all know, when somebody goes through this program, we just encourage them to become mentors and help people who are also struggling. And we know that we cannot reach everybody, but if we reach a group of people and the people start reproducing what we are doing, we know that we are going to touch a lot of lives. And that's the only way our community will become spiritually strong, economically viable, and ready to do what they have been called to do. So this training today, we are not only encouraging them by doing the skills, we also encourage them by giving them those micro capitals. That's the starting point. You notice that at times when you train somebody, I don't give the person an action push. The person may go and start complaining that there was no capital. So we train and we give maybe some small capital so that we don't expect just excuses. We know that we have given you a seat to spring on and to do well in life. Very important. I think that's very, very important. And this gives me an opportunity to appreciate all of our donors and all of our volunteers. We have a good number of people working in the background to make things like this possible. We have some people who have actually invested, even financially. Remember, these skills that we are giving out, these are actually free to the attendees, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't cost us money. We have spent millions to organize this. Just buying all the products that you have seen these people use costs us a lot of money. Just putting this together costs a lot of money. And we have wonderful people who have actually sold into this vision. And as I always say, this is just the start, and the people who initially wanted to get into this program, we could not get all of them because we know that we are also limited by finance. So we were only able to do as much as our pockets could go. So that's why I'm calling out to anybody out there who loves this kind of vision to reach out to us. Reach out to us and let us know how you want to partner. This is what we are doing in the community, and this is what we think that can help people do something. We don't just want people sitting and idling around, but we actually want people to be viable in their community. So we cannot do this on our own. We can only do it if we have people who are willing to partner with us. We are also developing strategies that we are using to generate funds. Remember, like you said, we are offering this thing completely free, but we are putting in money. So we need a way to get the money that we spend on these people. And some of the things we have already started working on, like on projects where we will get reusable stuff that we can sell at very cheap prices, and we will raise funds to continue supporting these people. So if this is something that that encourages you one way, or if this is something that you want to really know more about, feel free to reach out to us and talk to us. To every attendee, I would say, if you want to make us feel that we have invested into your life, go and implement these things. Go and make a difference. Go and start doing something. Go with the product that we have given to you and make sure that you start doing something. That is what is going to make our joy. We want to see you tomorrow flourishing because you put together, or you put to practice the things that you have learned here. If we see you tomorrow flourishing, we will know that we did a great job. But if we see you tomorrow failing, we would know that probably we never took what we said seriously. But my sincere heart goes out to you. Go and make a difference. Go and help your family with what you have learned, because you have even started doing the training that if you are able to make this profitable, you will be able to go even beyond what you were expecting. Yeah. To give a shout out to my dear wife. She's been tremendous and just working with me and just encouraging me at times when I feel like discouraged, or when I feel like it takes a lot of money to organize this, and at times when I don't even do. I have a good number of volunteers who are making this possible. If you have seen anybody with this t-shirt, these are just some of the volunteers that we have. They have been working day and night to make sure that they reach out to these volunteers, that they do our due diligence to make sure that the people that we are bringing in are people who are truly in need. So I want to shout out to them: Bernice, Ralph, Karin, Nelson, Paulette. So these are just a few names. I cannot call them all, but we have 10 plus volunteers that have been working with us, who will also be serving as mentors, which is one of the things that I was forgetting to mention. When we do this training, we don't just abandon these people to go and do something. We pair them up with mentors so that follow-up process continues. So these mentors for us are like our staff. Though they are voluntary, they are like our staff because they will continue to work with these people to make sure that they finally put this to practice. And if somebody really does not grow, we will know that that was something that was really beyond our control. But I think that we are trying our best, and we know that we will continue to improve, and we will continue to try to do better, as we cannot claim that we have been doing well already. We continue to do better, and we pray that God helps us.